Hey, Radiant Soul Light. Welcome back to my channel. Those of you that have been connecting with me for a while on the soul path, I really appreciate our connection together. And for you new subscribers, thank you for so much for trusting me on the soul path and subscribing. I gotta tell you, I was a bit excited being a little channel here with all the recent new subscribers. I just have to tell you, it really touched my heart. So I'm extra excited to do this reading. I'm going to do a special reading for you. And again, I got to thank all my new subscribers, all of you that left comments, and those of you that have been so encouraging and supportive of me in this next level of soul expression for me by coming over to YouTube. Thank you so much. It is my dream, and I really want you all, if you feel a resonance, of course, to help me with this dream. My dream, my vision is for people to connect here on YouTube, also my Awakenings with Michele Meiche podcast on YouTube, my Awakenings with Michele Meiche, the audio cast, which you can get on Spotify, Blogtalkradio, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcast, all the podcasts, and Instagram. And then, of course, I do workshops and seminars through Union. So I'm putting out all this ways of connecting, information and support, and ways for all of us to connect more and people to find each other. Also on my Patreon. So if you want a deeper dive into metaphysics and spirituality, you can go to Patreon and connect with me there as well. This year is the time for more connection and community, authentic, genuine connecting, authentic, genuine soul expressing. This is why I want you to see me, so we can connect heart to heart, soul to soul. We can connect with each other. And this is why when you leave comments, whether here on YouTube or Instagram, or you join the Patreon community, I get to see your face, and I love that. I love connecting with you. However you want to connect, I do appreciate the connection. And in saying that, I've got to remember, I'm going to put a link in the description box below, because I do have an offering. It's really a workshop, but it's a deeper dive into some healing energy through the chakras, the chakra system, the subtle energy bodies. It's called DimensionSoul Source Healing, and I will be co-facilitating it with Grace O, who has a YouTube channel here. She is an amazing artist, photographer, all things aesthetic, but also an amazing gifted sound healer, and we both do transmission. So she's going to be working with sound, tone, and vibration, and I will as well through light, and be doing something that was gifted to me through White Eagle Lodge. So if you're interested in that, link will be in the description box below. This reading, we're going to be focusing on you, your life path, your goals. What is the higher purpose, the higher meaning? Because what I have found is when we find the higher purpose to our goals, whatever we want, whether it's that soulmate, financial, health, career, your career has a soul purpose and meaning. There's a spiritual purpose as well. You're an aspect of spirit. So there's a higher purpose and meaning to what it is that you want. Even if it is, I just want more money and I don't want to have to work. That's fine. But there's a higher purpose to that. So we're going to be looking at that today and getting some advice from the guides, the oversouls, through my higher self to your higher self. All right, so I'm going to pause here. You can get a closer look at the cards, and then we're going to start with soul story number 1, of course, go into soul story number 2 and soul story number 3. If you like this reading, I will do more of this type. This is one of the types of readings I do for some of my clients that work with me on a personal, individual level, because I find that sometimes it's good to get a deeper dive, get into a psychic dive of what's really going on with someone and look at them from the Akashic aspect of their being, which is the soul. Like, that helps lift a lot of blockages and challenges. All right, let's get to our readings. And again, thank you so much for the honor of connecting with me more. I hope to see you more and connect more. Let's take a closer look at the cards and get into the reading. Hello, soul story number 1. This is your reading. You've got vision. I am really feeling for this whole reading focus for all the soul stories, a lot of energy starting to build and like bust through. So yours is the vision. You've got the 2 owls there. There's the Ouroboros, the hands. There's a lot with encircling and folding for you, inclusion, being inclusive or being included. Okay, be included in your life. You have a bigger vision. You're a very wise, very connected. You're a very unique being. Now, what I get for you, we're going to actually go into the higher purpose is to heal the wounding of separation within you. And you help others do that just by being yourself. It could be through art, music, it could be through workshops, seminars, but you do help people heal that split within themselves. And that's so much of what you're working on, is that feeling separate and not included. You come in with one of the learning lessons is about belonging, and you're learning that you belong everywhere you want to be, everywhere. The universe is your home. So you're going to be expanding your vision of life. This is going to bring much more abundance and prosperity to you. This is going to bring more support. Spirit is saying, have a bigger vision. This is also your learning lesson, is to have a bigger vision and connect into the infinite aspect of your being. In other words, if you can think it, you can do it. A version of it. It may not be exactly what you think, but there is what you inspire to do. The vision that you have is doable. All right, so we're going to get a little bit more. I'm going to look at the tarot. I'm going to keep this here so you can see that and kind of connect in to this idea of the vision. So the first 3 cards we're going to choose are going to be your life path. What's your focus right now on your life path? Then we're going to look at what your goals are, any challenges, and again, the overall learning lesson. I think it's the whole idea that you belong. This lifetime, and specifically this year, anytime you are watching this, is a timeless reading. So anytime you're watching this, within this year, you are going to connect with some kind of soulmate that means a lot to you. It could be also soul group, soul community. There is that need to belong and connect with others is going to be satisfied. Okay, yeah, there we go. 5 of chalices, 5 of cups. So it's the disappointment, emotional disappointment, being let down, betrayed, things not completely working out. That's because the learning lesson for the life path is that you do belong to everything and everyone in the bigger picture, even if short-term situations or relationships don't work. And you take that energy of what didn't work out or didn't work out like you wanted, and you bring it into the new. So you also are on a level of refining and refining, getting better and better and better with what you do. Here it is, Ace of Swords, new direction, new ideas. Okay, we're going to look at those together though. And Queen of Swords. So your life path is to make your dream, your goals a reality, is to follow through on your vision, whatever that is. If it's just a vision for the next 10 minutes, 15 minutes, you're a very creative soul. And so it's also about creating the right environment for you and also for others, if that's something that you want to do. So you've come in also as a communicator, an orator. You even if you don't think you're good at communicating, you are. And it's just about you choosing which way. Is it verbal? Is it through music? Is it through dance? Is it through healing? Is it through working with subtle energy? Is it through writing? Focus a lot on communication the next 3 to 6 months. Getting better in your communication, saying more of what you need and what you want. So again, your life path is to take the energy of what was and let that percolate because that energy is going to bring a new idea or a new way of doing something. So follow through on those little ideas and big ideas also. Now we're going to look also at what does your soul want? That goes in the center. What does your soul want? Which is you. What is your true, authentic wants? When you connect into the higher self, this becomes very clear. There's two things. Two of Wands. You want dominion. You want control over your life. You want to navigate or understand your energy. So on a soul level, what I'm hearing for you on the Akash and what I'm seeing, there's a lot of purpose in you being able to manage your own energy, right? Positively control, a healthy control of your energy. You want to learn how to use your energy in life to get through life in the most fulfilling, abundant, passionate, way. You also want to learn how to get along with people. So this is also a lot with relationships for you, is that how do you collaborate or work with others? How do you work with others on a team? Whether you could be family members, it could be friends, it could be in a job, a corporation, it could be colleagues, or how do you collaborate? Now, what also wanted to come in was the Hierophant, Taurus energy. So again, you have vision. Look at the eyes here, the eye. You are a visionary, but you also come in as a teacher and a healer. And you come in, this is about connecting to your higher self. So as you connect more to your higher self, you're able to manifest more of what it is. Taurus energy is all about manifesting on the physical realm, on the material plane, on the earth plane. So again, you are this visionary. You're meant to make your dreams, your goals, your visions a reality. That's simply what you came here to do. And then you have dominion over the energies of the earth plane. Because what do we manifest? We manifest through energy. It's all energy. Whatever we manifest is first in an energetic form. So you are here to manifest that vision, whatever that vision is for you, whatever you want. Now we're going to look at challenges. What are any challenges that are coming up for you in regards to this? On your life path, in regards to what the higher purpose for you is simply to manifest your dreams, your goals, your vision. That's it. Make your vision a reality. Okay, these came up, two things. That's what I thought. 4 of Pentacles and 2 of Swords. So sometimes the challenge is you're not seeing how much you have, how much abundance you have, and how much control you have over your energy and even your environment. And so meditation would help you, or just going for a walk, just clearing your mind, journaling, anything that brings peace and calm, but anything that centers you. So your challenge is really to look at the glass half full, or that the glass, forget about half full or half empty, that the glass refills itself. Okay? For you, it's popping back into that visionary mode where you're connected to source energies. You're connecting through your higher self to source energies. So you could have had some lack or limitation growing up, or some scarcity. Also, one of the challenges is for you to be able to go within, to pull back. Like, don't try to do. Sometimes Taurus can overdo, and the Hierophant, the lower vibration of the Hierophant, is kind of meddling or in a way overdoing, because it's the intermediary between spirit, right? It's the higher self. In a way, it's the Pope or the Papist. So it's hearing also, clear hearing. So you could be very auditory. You could get a lot of messages, hear things. You're definitely connected to your higher self, and you definitely have leadership capabilities, or you are in a leadership position now. You're helping others, maybe a mentor. So what the challenges are is the ability to pull back, go within, and not have to overdo or over push. Okay. Now let's see the actions. What are the action steps you can take? And then I'm going to do some oracle cards for you as well. Some action steps. Ooh, Knave of Wands, movement. Focus on the transformation. Focus on what is working out in your life. What's working out. That's what you need to focus on. If you focus on what's working out in your life, things are going to move. And Three of Wands. Healthy compromise, but don't compromise your principles. Okay? So the action plan for you is to get moving. Get moving on one step of your vision, of your dream, of your goal. Whatever is that vision, you need to make an action plan and then see what is doable. But again, Spirit is saying not to push. Make sure you have enough downtime, because that's going to be the challenge, to overdo or push. Or you get very excited and motivated and then you want to keep do, go. But Spirit's saying, no, pull back, go within, rest. Let the spirit realm help you more. This will also draw more people to you to help. So it could be a little bit about patience for you. So the action step for you is be inspired and take inspired action. Be open to working with others. Focus on, for some of you, it's products, it's commerce, it's what you can give or offer, some kind of service to people, some kind of offering, some kind of project, some kind of, again, it could be a product, any kind of product. It could be, I don't know, it could be a book, a business idea, but this is also that business does take off for you. So if you're asking about business, this does show that business takes off for you. Business ventures. All right, let's get some supportive feedback for you. And then we're going to be looking at the outcome. So the outcome is increased business creativity, self-expression. It's more of what you want. Oh, wow, look at this. This is powerful. Look at all this orange. This is your action step. So focus on vitality. If you haven't been feeling well, focus on building your health back up. If you've had low energy, rest up, or see if there's a shift in foods, or maybe there's supplements or vitamins. You know, get those hormones checked, whatever, okay? This is about not overdoing or pushing, but following the natural flow of your inspiration. And you've got red, safety, strength, and power. So you are very strong, you are safe. Dominion is also, the Two of Wands is feeling empowered. Feeling very connected and empowered in your energy. So that's, you might even be learning that and teaching that to others. So again, moving forward, feeling safe, I'm taken care of, I'm on the right path, it's safe for me to make these changes, it's safe for me to take this step. This is about moving forward. This is about connecting into your vitality, your creative energy, your inspiration. Spiritual energy. This is also about connecting into the spiritual aspect of your being. Okay, we're going to get another soul story one need to hear. Oh, now I'm really reminded here, you're not going to be able to see this, but there's a palm, and in the center of the palm is a spiral, and the spiral is a symbol for the soul. So this is a very special time for you, soul story number one, because you are connecting much more completely and deeply to your soul. This is also a symbol for the path of destiny, because our destiny is written on our hand, our right hand. Well, our left hand is the past and doesn't change, but by what we do, we can change the lines on our hand. I studied a little bit of palmistry years ago. So, and I've seen it even in my reading my palm, where I've had some amazing palm readers, that certain lines changed because I changed. I changed my belief, my ideas, I decided to change circumstances, and then it showed up on the right palm as that change. Also on my palm, I have a split off in the lifeline, so there's like a decision whether to stay here or not, and obviously I did, stayed here. And what to do, a new path coming in. So a lot of what's happening for you right now, and this is important, is very fated. It's not what's happening to you. It's happening for you, for the highest level of soul expression and expansion, to bring you the most abundance, to bring that vision into reality. So this year and moving forward chronologically in Earth years is about you manifesting and living more of your vision, and being much more inspired, uplifted, feeling more better energetically. You might even find yourself feeling lighter. You might be making changes to, hair or dress or how you want to live. You may be getting rid of things, scaling down. You may be buying new things. This is because this is about reflecting this other aspect of you that's coming through that hasn't yet had the time to, or the space or the circumstance to come through. So this is another level of your soul that's coming through on the earth plane to be manifested through the earth plane. So you may feel like you've made a lot of changes, or people may notice that something is different about you. You've changed somehow, or your energy is different, or you wear your hair differently. You know, it could be outer changes, but that's only reflecting inner changes. Oh, look at this opportunity. So whatever your vision is, the higher purpose is for you to focus on that vision and to manifest it, make it a reality and live it. That's what you came here to do. Big or small, you are this visionary, and it's bringing you opportunity. So as you focus little by little on this vision, it's going to bring you the opportunities that you want and that you need. So there are unlooked for opportunities coming for you in your life at this time. I feel like the next 3 to 6 months, these always get stuck, these cards. The next 3 to 6 months, I'm going to pick that card because it was sticking for a reason. Untapped inner power. You're getting ready to experience great power from within yourself. Again, that's also the Two of Wands. So this is all about your power, your empowerment, your ability to have a vision, an idea or ideas, and go for it. You have a lot of ideas. This is about putting them in form. And then you've got the golden stars. The stars are lining up for perfect opportunity. There you go. We're going to stop there. That's the outcome. So if you've come to this reading wondering, is this going to happen, or how am I going to do this? Yes. This next phase for you is all about opportunity. And that is part of your soul's, the learning lesson on the earth plane. The challenge and the learning lesson is to stick with it, because as you stick with it, you align to the energy of the next level of your unfolding, and you begin to get the opportunities for whatever it is you want. Now, some of you might be saying, oh, my business is going great. I have all these opportunities. It's a soulmate. Well, you get the opportunity for the soulmate. You're put in the right place at the right time. You go to that place to hang out or whatever. You go to that party or that workshop, or you go to that park, the doggy park, and you're walking your dog and you meet someone. Whatever it is, it's part of your vision. And so this is about connecting to the power and empowerment of spirit through you, and keeping that focus on your vision. So it is showing power, empowerment, unlooked for opportunity, and the stars are lining up for perfect opportunity for you now. So a big part of your vision is about to become physical, tangible, so that you can experience it and so you can live it. All right, Soul Light, for this reading, your Soul Insights mantra is, as I keep aligned to my spirit and follow my passion, I manifest my vision so that I can make my vision a reality. I want you to take a close look at that card. It's destiny. The vision that you have within you, secret desire, is meant to manifest. All right, if you want to connect further, ways to do so are in the description box below. If you haven't subscribed, I hope you do. Connect with me also on Instagram, Patreon, and that's it. Shine bright, and I hope to see you in another reading. Hello, Soul Light. If you chose Soul Story number 2, this is your reading. When this card came out, I thought, wow, there's a big change in this soul story. Eros, passion, not just sexual passion. Eros is passion for life. It's also Eros is also the arrows. It can be the arrows of love, passion, the arrow of poetry, with Cupid. It's passion and purpose. You on a soul level, what is the higher purpose and meaning for your life is passion and purpose. having passion for your purpose. Your purpose is where your passion is. What ignites your soul. Some of you are coming out of a stage and phase of feeling held back, or you couldn't fully access this passion and purpose. Something for whatever reason, maybe something in childhood or got interrupted, or you had to have obligations or responsibilities. Many of you feel like you were pulled off path. All of that was the learning lesson. We're going to see what is the learning lesson, right? So we're going to look at your life path. What is the purpose? The higher purpose for you is passion and purpose. You came in with a specific purpose, but your purpose is your passion. It's where you feel passion. Now, I have a saying, I call it living soul-fueled and spirit-led. We are led by spirit, the internal energy of our being, the life force animating energy of our being. Spirit is infinite. We reincarnate. Spirit is even beyond soul. The soul is comprised of spirit in a design or matrix with a soul signature frequency, right? It's the individuated aspect of spirit. But when we're soul fueled, that means our passion, our drive, and our motivation comes from our soul and not from our ego or not from wounding. So your mission in life is to really come from the higher purpose. So you maybe are doing a lot on an ego level, or maybe you've had a lot of trauma or childhood, trauma, or you've been working through conditioned response patterns or working on your relating pattern, maybe a lot of healing work, maybe therapy, so that you can get to the higher vibrational aspect of you. So you came in to go through all of this. That's been kind of your challenge and learning lesson. To then, like that bullseye, that arrow, boom, to feel the difference of connecting to your soul. So when you feel really inspired or motivated, or you feel very fulfilled by something, or wow, that was job well done, or I'm glad I could do that, or I'm glad I could help, or I love doing this, then you're connecting with your soul. So you've come here to go through all this filtering, earth condition patterning, filtering, to get to the soul and simply express the soul. And how do you do that? Is by your passion. When you follow your passion, and for some of you, it's going to change over time what you're passionate about, but your passion will always lead you to your purpose. It aligns you to your purpose. It ignites you. So this is, I feel like there's a lot, we're going to look a little bit on a 3D level, the goals. What are your goals right now, and how are those manifesting? Then we're also going to be looking at if there are any challenges. What's the learning lesson? What's the challenges? What your soul wants you to know. So let's see. It's a life path for soul story number 2. What is soul story 2 meant to focus on? What is the life path? What is the meaning of this life? To follow the passion and purpose. Wow, I've got 2 things. 8 of Wands, so tell me, a lot of energy. I don't know if a lot of you are fire signs, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, but we got a lot of fire here. 8 of Wands, movement, clarity, communication. Again, passion and purpose for whatever you do. Joy, upliftment. The Empress, abundance, living abundantly. See, your spirit is even having me do the reading. I want to pull the cards from here, but I got the message to pull here. And to do 4 cards. Knight of Wands, movement, change, insight. You move very quickly. And 6 of Wands, success and acclaim. So when you follow your passion, you connect to your purpose, that brings you success. I don't care what the goal is. You follow your passion, you connect to your purpose, that brings you success. Whatever it is that you're doing. Now we're going to look at if there's any, what's the learning lesson here? What are you learning? And then we're going to look at this challenge. Is there any challenges to what it is that you're here to do? So the higher meaning of your life, the higher purpose for you is to follow your passion. Your passion, follow your passion. Your passion leads you to your purpose, leads you to success. You, soul story number 2, cannot do someone else's life. It is not going to work. You cannot do a formulaic life. Now, I hear teacher. I hear some of you are working in some kind of institution or school or organization. Then you have to find a way. It's either moving on from that, if that's the question you come here, or you have to find the passion in what it is that you're doing, the higher purpose. It may be sometimes just bringing joy or delegating what you don't really want to do or like to do. Maybe you had to do something for you, those of you that have entrepreneurs or you have your own business. There may be things in the past that you had to do that you really didn't like to do, or maybe you didn't consider yourself that great at it. Now you can get support for that. You can follow that support. Wow. Ace of Wands. Energy, purpose, passion. Again, all this creative energy. Now, the thing that I hear for some of you, if you are in a job, let's say for purposes of financially for yourself or a relationship, or let's say you have a family and you're like, well, I don't get a lot of passion and purpose from there. It's kind of boring. Then you need to have something in your life that connects you to your passion, and then you'll be okay. You, soul story number 2, have to connect to what energizes you, what inspires you, what uplifts you. What do you love doing? And you have to figure that in your life. That's part of your soul's purpose on this earth plane. And it is also that sometimes you want to act quickly. Some of you talk very quickly. I'm finding myself, I want to talk quicker and move through this. Quick action, decisions. You need to find your flow and allow yourself to connect into that flow. As you connect into your flow, you'll feel it. What makes me feel better? It's as simple as that. And do more of that. Honor more of that. Acknowledge that in you. You cannot follow someone else's path, and your path is very mutable or moving. There's death, Scorpio energy, Plutonic energies. Ooh, you work a lot with transfer. Oh, in the world. Wow. I just got the download. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Some of you are tantrikas, some of you work with tantra, some of you work with shamanic energies, deep, dark, what we call chthonic energies, energies of the underworld, of the subconscious, or bringing what's repressed or suppressed up. Some of you do it not on purpose in your relationships, and people get mad or freak out because you can see below. You feel it. So a lot of you are very connected to your feeling, what we call kinesthetic. You're connecting into the body wisdom. Some of you could dance, movement very important to you. So you get a lot of information through feeling. Energy. You feel energy a lot. Your intuition comes through how you feel about something or someone. You also have had a lot of transformation or transition this lifetime. There's been a lot of change, and you've had to learn to flow with that change. So I want to say, as you get inspired or something happens, there's like a, almost like a lightning bolt or an energy. Something comes in your life quickly, or you go into somebody else's life or some situation or circumstance. Your circumstances can change very quickly is what I'm hearing. That brings a death, a rebirth. It bridges you to the new. And then that comes in, that is drawn in through the World card. Okay, so you're here to change a lot. Your life is about transformation, transmutation of energy, changing the energy. That could even be like painting a room. You could go in a room and go, wow, if you had this kind of blinds or curtains, or put the light over here, you are able to help transmute or change energies to make something better, to make something more exciting, to make something more healing, just overall better, more life enhancing, more life affirming. So out of these death, out of these transition, these transformations that you go through, new life comes in. Okay, you are also completing a huge karmic cycle right now. Oh, it's good. Good, we're doing this reading. Huge karmic cycle completing. All right, I want to look at any wants, needs, or challenges. What's the soul want? The soul wants movement. The soul wants you to embrace your gifts, embrace the challenges that get you to the new level, or what's taken away. It gets you to the next level. So you're really like, it's like having the same clay, and then a piece of that clay is taken, and you're like, where's that piece of clay? And then it's over here getting molded in something else. And then the other clay comes. So a lot of transition, transformation for you this lifetime, and you can help others do that as well. And this can happen in a lot of different ways, you know, that there's a lot of rebirth, death, letting go, moving on. Could be, you could have moved a lot in your life as well, or you are going to be also maybe moving. Okay, 5 of chalice, that's the challenge. That's the learning lesson, is to get over the past, to heal, to grieve, to process, and then take what is left, the energy that is remaining, and create with that. And then we've got the Queen of Swords. So you're learning a lot. The biggest challenge for you is getting over the emotions or emotionalism. Not to cut off, to definitely process, but even a very powerful tapping for you would be taking left hand, right hand, and tapping. Even though I feel lost, I am moving on. You know, even though I didn't want to move on, I am moving on. So for you, it's about healing and being with the loss and processing and nurturing and self-care. And while you, at the same time that you are moving on. So there is going to be this shift in you where there's less emotional situations, less drama, trauma, less negatively triggering situations in your life. Okay, so that's been a bit of the challenge and the learning lesson for you. Let's see, any soul, we're going to look now at, I wrote this down, action plan. We want to see what's the action for you right now. What's the best action for you to take to draw in, to manifest, to experience what you really want to experience in your life at this time? What is the action plan? Okay, we got a couple things there. Ooh, 9 of Wands, strength, inner strength, but not cutting off, recognizing you have strength. King of Swords, again, there's something about balancing your emotions. 5 of Pentacles, Judgment. Okay, I see where this is going. And then we've got this, the Fool, the Devil there. Okay, so I see what's going on. Soul story number 2. Love you. Okay, so glad I did this reading. Okay, so right now, you're learning to live and manifest at a higher level, which is passion and purpose, okay? And how to connect into that, whatever you're doing, to find the time, the space, to find it in your circumstances. You are cleansing, clearing, releasing conditioned response patterns, negative assessments of yourself and your life and your situation that have held you back. A lot of these are familial. They've come from the family of origin, but they've also are societal. So part of your purpose, your higher purpose for being here, is to learn to process this part and heal it, to get over these conditioned response patterns, these blocks or challenges or limiting views. Why? Not just for you, but as you do it for you, that radiates out into the universe and it helps heal others. So whatever you're doing for yourself, you're also helping others around you, whether you're doing it individually or within a group or just on your own. Just know that vibrationally, because you're a very vibratory being, we all are, we're energetic beings. But you specifically, many people have come in with this, that how when you shift and change, others around you shift and change. It gives them permission, but they can feel it energetically. So you're also here to balance the emotions, to learn how to balance the emotional body. Make sure you're getting enough self-care and nurturing so that this Devil card, which is Capricorn, is creation, is manifestation, is follow through. It's learning the earth's learning lessons, the way that the earth operates, but that it doesn't devolve into addiction or compulsions, or not satisfying your true emotional needs. So you are also here to learn that your emotions are very important. They're energy in motion. That is you, emotions. You are an emotional being, energy in motion. And so the self-care, the nurturing, the understanding your emotions, your energy in motion, your emotional body connects you to your passion, which connects you to your purpose. Your passion connects you to your purpose. And when you connect to your purpose, you have success. And that's really what you want. You want the success. So you need to just do, the action step for you is to do a bit of self-inquiry. That's why you have the judgment card, just a little lovingly compassion, self-inquiry. And say, okay, I'm for my success, which is six of Pentacles, it's the even exchange of energy. Okay, I know that what's happening is happening for me. I'm going to put this out in the world, and then this is going to come back. I'm going to just go for what gives me more vitality, more passion, what I feel good about. I'm going to make that a priority. Then that shifts. Now, this is also a destiny, that this is the time that this shift is supposed to happen. So this reading is very important for you. You're at a turning point. This reading, and you may already know this reading is simply a symbol of this turning point that's happening for the full Uranus, for new beginnings. Let's see why. Let's see the outcome for you. And then we're going to get to oracle cards. We haven't even thrown the oracle cards out. God, I keep hearing passion and purpose, passion and purpose. Follow your passion. That's also your joy. Okay, we got 5 of Pentacles again and 5 of Wands. So you may be having a bit of a tough time. And then the bottom is the earth plane. With the, there could be challenges, or you could be feeling there's a competition, or you have to keep on persisting, or there's a struggle. Connecting with that Magician, Gemini energy, though. It's like taking lemons and making lemonade, looking at the blocks as stepping stone. How can I use this? How can I creatively use this? What can I learn from this? That's going to immediately raise your vibrational frequency. Process the emotions, journal, or maybe you're working with a spiritual life coach or a therapist, process, or a good friend, someone in your life. Just process, and then go, okay, how can I use this? What am I learning here? So sometimes it's just a learning. Oh, I'm refining. I'm getting better at what I'm doing. I'm learning this. Okay, and that brings you into 4 Wands, big completion. So it's just that you go to a next level in your life that brings you much more prosperity, abundance, love, success. Whatever success is meaning to you right now, you're about to take everything in your life and go to the next level. This is about going to a next level of what I call soul expression and soul experience. So you're allowing more of your soul's energy to be manifested. So as you're healing those wounds, the wounding, the stuck energy, the stuck states, conditioned response patterns, as you're healing that, bringing wholeness and balance to that, moving on from what doesn't work, you're accessing more of your soul, which means you're accessing more of your passion, which means you're accessing more of your purpose. And remember, your purpose is simply to tap into your passion and live more passionately. So what inspires you? What motivates you? What gets you going? What do you enjoy doing? And when you connect more to your passion, or you have more passion in your life, you're connecting to your purpose, which brings you more success. I can't say that enough. That is just very clear. Focus. That is your focus. I'm telling you, do it for 3 to 6 months and then check back with me, because if you do it, you're tapping into the universal life force energies, the infinite energies of the universe, and the innate intelligence that's within you and all of the world, all of nature, all of the universe. And oh my God, there we go. What did you pull? Success. So this is all about success. Six of Wands, success. But he's climbing this mountain. So yeah, there's challenges, there's blocks, there's pebbles, but you just step over those blocks or use those blocks to step up. This is about living successfully. So you're meant to live successfully. So when you connect to your passion, you align to your purpose, and you have success. You will find you have more and more success by aligning more to what you love to do, or making time or space for that. And those of you that are looking at decisions to bring more of what it is that you love to do or want to do. Okay, we're gonna just do one more card. Wow, I can really feel your energy picking up. So if you felt tired or exhausted, you're gonna start feeling more energy. Okay, wow, okay, I got two cards here. Mother Earth, grounding and support. Ask for support, soul story number. Okay, cup of replenishment. So that's it. That's the Five of Cups and Five of Pentacles. You need to replenish your body. Maybe it's naps, whatever replenishes you. But also, what is this? Love of life. So what's going to be happening is you're going to be reconnecting to the love of life, love of your life. For some of you, the love of your life. But this is connecting more to your life and living it passionately. All right, your Soul Insights mantra for your reading is, as I connect to my passion, I connect to my purpose, and I have success in all I do. That's it. That's it. All right, Radiant Soul Light, please let me know how this reading resonated for you, and I'd love, 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 love to see how it unfolds for you. Okay, lots of love and light and success to you. Hello, Soul Story number 3. This is your reading. So, in full disclosure, I took a break because I met a friend for lunch at Cafe Gratitude. And I come back, tune in, and I feel a different energy. And I think that's why there was also the break between Soul Story number 1, number 2, and yours. And you got the vessel. Now, I'm really getting a lot with you about birth and opening up and this becoming, this new awareness that's coming in for you. You are a channel. So your higher purpose in life is to just channel the higher self. Recognize that you're connected to this infinite source, that you are this vessel, this opening, this portal for this, wherever and however you use this in your life. That is your higher purpose. That you are this vessel, you are this vehicle for source expression and experience. We all are, but some of us come in with more of an understanding of that and more of a conscious use of that. So it doesn't matter what you do, artist, painter, dancer, you are channeling a lot of energy. A lot of you could be channels, you could be more psychic, you could even identify as starseed. You do have this awareness that there is this energy that comes through you, or you are a transmitter, you exude something, you send out an energy. You're also able to receive or pick it up. So you might feel yourself to be highly sensitive or an empath. Some of you may sing or do something creative, and you recognize that you're tuning into something and channeling and bringing in a great idea. Some of you, one of the things that I do feel, and we're going to look at the cards with this, is that you may feel sometimes disassociated, or, not totally, not in a psychological or pathological way, but a disassociation, like being able to observe yourself interacting with other people. So you're able to kind of, what we call in meditation, get into the detached observer, the witness. So you do have a natural mindfulness about you. So we're going to look at your life path that's coming up. I'm going to look at tarot, then I'm going to look at the oracle cards. I'm going to see what your soul wants. We're going to look at if there's any lessons or challenges. But looking at the higher purpose for whatever your goals are right now. It doesn't matter what your goals are, even if it's like I want to make more money or earn more money or have a higher income, or I want to get married, or I want better health, or I want to move, or I want a new car, or, whatever it is, there's a higher purpose because there's something that you're channeling that's coming in. Okay, I was really drawn to pick this from the bottom, the Eight of Wands. So you are downloading a lot of energy through you. There's a lot of energy that you tap into. Some people could even feel your energy, or say you have a lot of energy or motivation. You're overcoming a lot right now is what I'm hearing on your soul path. Four of Wands. So you've got Eight of Wands, Four of Wands, Nine of Wands, all these wands. So this is looking at your goals and how they reflect your higher purpose. I'm going to do a couple other cards. King of Swords. So a lot of you are a mediator, could be in some leadership position also. You could also help others get moving or motivated. But you're definitely here to bring in the higher perspective. Or maybe you, again, like a mediator or someone that negotiates or has the ability to overcome communication, challenges or hassles with people, And what I do feel is that a lot of you may have had a lot of misunderstanding or miscommunication growing up, or there was issues around communication. But you become quite a communicator, quite a negotiator. Some of you would make even, great mediators or lawyers. And you bring in this strength of connecting in with your own truth. So again, as being this vessel, this vehicle for source energy, recognizing that you are this vessel, you bring in a lot of authenticity, a lot of truth, okay? So that is the higher purpose also for you, is this idea of truth. And you can see it in this card, the male aspect. He's it's not stoic, but he's very firm. You can see he's just very firm. And there's a taming or connecting and integrating the lower desires, the animalistic desires of the lion there. Okay. Gemini energy also, Gemini prominently in your chart, Gemini, Leo, Aquarius, and I also get Leo for some reason. I'm getting a lot of Leo energy. So now we're going to look at, see if there's any challenges. Whoa, okay, we're not going to see all that. There's a lot. You're overcoming obstacles, a lot of obstacles. You're completing a certain level. And this also has to do with merging your ideas with others creatively. Oh, I got Two of Wands. Okay, so there's a lot about understanding your energy and how you operate and what you really need and sticking to that, especially if you're negotiating or putting something together. Let's see what the soul wants. What's your deep soul? Deeply within the soul, it's nudging you. You're connecting into the higher self. Four of Cups. Your soul only wants to take what's right in every situation, or do what's right. It really is coming from the higher perspective. That's why I'm saying the vehicle or vessel for source energies. It really bothers you when something seems less than or not fair, or you can sometimes be hard on yourself, like, oh, I could have handled that better, I could have done that better. So there is this, on a soul level, this focus and sometimes kind of like a striving to get the best result, have the best decision, to come from the place that's most life enhancing, come from the place that is most life affirming, that brings the most life force energy, or the most opportunity, the most abundance, the most prosperity, the most health, the most money. You really do look at what is the best, what is the most, and that is the King of Swords. So you can sometimes do that dispassionately. You're very objective in what is the right thing or is the best, okay? Wow, and what was that reinforces it, Justice, Libra card, balancing things out, balancing out the forces, looking at what is fair, what is just, what is right in a certain situation. So you have a very strong understanding and feeling of what is right, what is just. So that's definitely coming in on a soul level. And the Two of Pentacles, again, a lot about balancing. These twos bring in the idea of harmony or balancing. So I feel for you, the challenge in your life is simply to find that harmony or balance within yourself and within the situations. Like, it's not always going to be 50-50. It's not always going to be perfect in an ego level, in a human level, but there is a universal balance that you're connecting in with. You know, so sometimes someone pays a little more for you, you pay a little more for them. It's not always 50-50, and you have to feel that out, and you have to trust that. So part of your lesson right now is to strive less. Don't over strive to try to always have things just so or right. Let more of the divine energy flow through you, and trust yourself that there is a universal balance taking place. Okay, there is a universe, and you're learning that. That's the challenge, is the Two of Wands. That's dominion. The challenge for you is to be able to negotiate your energy, to negotiate your situations in a way where you feel just, and it's just for the other person or the circumstance or the situation. Let's give an example. Like, let's say you work for a company and you've been staying overtime, getting things done. Then it's okay to leave early, right? Or it's okay to take a day off. You got all your stuff done. You see what I'm saying? So you have to feel that out and go, there is a universal balance. There is a universal balancing system, and I'm part of that. Okay, now we're going to look at the action plan. What's going to help you on what you're focused on right now? Okay, I'm going to use the As Above is So Below. These are great. The green ones are great cards for the mundane. Wow, that just came out. What's the action plan or action step? I'm actually going to take that. Well, movement, Eight of Wands. You've got the Eight of Wands twice. So you need to trust that you're a vehicle for source expression. Your ideas, what you want to do, how you want to do it, is coming from source. You're genuine and authentic. You just need to do it. You need to take action. This is also about overcoming old ideas and thoughts, beliefs, misunderstandings within your own mind, your own mental constructs, and perhaps with those around you. The thing I do here for you is to not try to please everyone. You're a vehicle for source expression. You're a vessel for source, for God, for all that is. You will attract the people that are right for you or aligned for you. I do feel you're going to have a lot of people coming up in your life, people you haven't seen in a long time. People are going to want to connect to you. I think they're feeling your energy. All right, so you got the Eight of Wands twice. This is for the action steps. Then you've got Six of Cups. That's also people from the past. And don't let, again, what you're going to have to do, soul story number 3, is kind of go like, I hope this helps you. If you're moving on from something or someone, the caution is to not let the past hold you back, or the connection or tied to the past. I am being shown that there's going to be different people in your life, whether texting, phone, or in person, that want to reconnect with you. They now want to be around you or hang out with you, or maybe they're offering you a job that you really wanted and now it's available, but now you want something else, or you're taking something else. So you're getting rid of some obligations and responsibilities or connections. Karmic ties are being untied. The knots are being untied. Partly this is because you're with those two Eight of Wands, your vibrational frequency has been raised, and therefore you have more consciousness. You're opening up more to the new emerging consciousness, so you have more awareness. So there's going to be a little bit of gap from the people that you were hanging out with, and this could be family members, this could be friends, or this could be interests. This could be groups or social groups or different communities. There's a gap because you're no longer where you were. You're stepping into the new vibrationally. You've shifted vibrationally. So you're operating in a higher vibrational frequency. And then we've got, again, wands, 3 of wands, go for it, belief. No compromising of values. Working together but not compromising your truth. Okay? And this has a lot to do with work. So again, you might be bringing something back from the past. And then the Hierophant, teacher, connecting to the higher self. So let's look. These are the action steps. So do it. Teach, talk, do it. Activate. Take action on whatever it is that you want to do. Follow through. Speak. Some of you it's teaching. Some of you it could be the idea of a more committed relationship, or you're committing to something or someone. Committing to this part of your path, or a new part that's coming in your path, or a job or a project. You're making commitments. This is the time of commitments for you. Whenever you're watching this video, there's going to be more commitments within this year, specifically between 3 to 6 months. Let's see what this is. Cosmos mirrors you. Wow. The cosmos mirrors you. Why? Because you're a vessel for source. You're a vessel for the cosmos. You're a vessel for God, for the all that is, for the universe. You are a vessel. Wow. Self-love and nurture. Take care of that vessel of yours, that body vessel. The body is part of the vessel. Joy and happiness. Wow, I just see that for you so much. Joy, happiness. Getting people that mirror people, relationships, situations that mirror the vibrational frequency that you're at now. The new vibrational frequency, which is more your soul signature frequency. So you've had an up-leveling, an upgrading. Wow, this is beautiful. So beautiful. I obviously had to clear my energy because when I came back and I sat down, well, first of all, before I left, I really looked at the card and I thought, okay, the vessel. And it was just blank. And I heard it's going to be different. It's going to be different. The cosmos mirrors you. Wow, that's so powerful. For your reading in particular, with that 8 of Wands, that's a lot of spiritual energy. It's a lot of spiritual energy. Look at that too, happiness. There's a big part of the cosmos that is happy, that is in joy. You know, it's all sad, happy, up, down, but this is the time for you to connect into what brings you the most happiness and to revel in that, be in that happiness, that joy. Do things that make you happy. Let people give to you and be happy. You give to so many people. Okay, let's put it that way. I just have to leave that up. It's so powerful. Cosmos mirrors you. Truth. What did I say? It's all about your truth because you are that divine vessel. This is about you living from your truth. So you're clearing up a lot of misunderstanding within yourself, misinformation that was passed on to you or that you saw modeled to you, mirrored to you, right? And it got on your mirror and you were looking at it. But now the mirror is getting clear and you're attracting people that mirror the higher vibrational frequency of you. Wow. So that's the plan. Get to it. Speak, teach, share. If it's products, if it's health and wellness. For some of you, there are some goals and dreams from the past that are coming forward in a new way. People from the past, or people that remind you of people from the past, but they're a higher vibrational version. They're more a complete, more life-enhancing, life-affirming version. And that's the new alignment. You are in a new alignment. Yeah, you're seeing clearly, you're seeing your truth. And that's what justice is. Justice is about universal truth. All right, Radiant Soul Light. Beautiful reading. I hope this helps you. I hope this just opens you up to the expansion that is coming through you as you, that connects you to that beautiful vessel that you are, just as you are. All parts, flaws, everything. Perfect vessel. You're also about to just give birth to yourself. It's like you're coming out of this egg, this cosmic egg. And just look out. Notice how people are like, wow, they're really positive. They're really reflecting me. They really get me. Those are the people you want to go towards in situations that really get you and are glad to be in your life, or glad to help you, glad to support, glad to join in with you. Let your joy guide you. All right, let's see. What is your Soul Insights mantra for this reading? Well, there's a couple. I let joy and happiness be my guide. That's for some of you. And for some of you, I am a divine vessel of truth, love, and understanding. I am a channel of infinite source energies through all that I do. Big hug to you, heart to heart, soul to soul. I wish you to see the beautiful mirror that you are and the cosmos is for you. Shine bright.